So we're here right now planting a little flower bed of sunflowers and we have a little bird named Pivot. I'm not sure you can see it, but he's over there in that window. So we're trying to plant a garden today, and these are the seeds we're using. The sunflower seeds from our bird. And right now, this is Evan. He's planting his seeds. So we are planting it. So how we're using it is we're taking this shovel. If it's too hard ground, we
start the hole with this.
Yeah. So let's say this is from hard ground. So we take the shovel and we go like.
That's once we're in. We start with the purple.
Oh yeah. Get in. Start with this blue thing, and then we push it, and then we start hitting it like a hammer
to loose out the ground.
Yeah, he's right. Oh, my name's Caraline. And
we push it in and pull out
push
the hole.
it out. And if it's not that deep,
once it's deep enough,
yeah. And then another person plants it.
I take a seed out of the bag. This one doesn't have it. This is just a shell, so we can't use that. This is garbage.
How do you know that?
Because there's a hole, and it's much lighter. So now Caraline can cover it up.
I'm going to cover it up with a rake and make sure I got every last bit of that. And the rake, spread it out. And a cool strategy I made up. Evan didn't use the strategy. It's a strategy. It's called a machine. Well, let's try to get the rest. And so I go like this. And remove some of the dirt that I don't want. Because it kind of goes under.
What's this plant that's standing here?
This is a sunflower
seed that was planted about a month ago.
I said it grows like weeds. This beauty we had planted maybe a few months ago. And if you want a little plantual guide tour, I can maybe take you around the yard and show you some of the plants we planted. Is that okay with you?
Go for it.
We have about 15 more.
First we're heading towards our food sources. Don't worry, we're not out of food. We have plenty of food. So don't worry. We've got plenty of food. And this is our food site. I'll show you and maybe we'll tour these ones. So this is one of our hybrid pear trees, I'm sure of it. And so this will grow little baby pears next year. You can't find any. And this is another food source. It's yet another pear tree. I know, 2 pear trees. Very awkward. And look at these beautiful leaves.
Why do we have 2 pear trees?
Because, actually don't know why.
So that they can pollinate each other.
Yeah. It's pretty. And
What's behind you?
oh, this is our garden. This is the head lettuce. They've grown a lot since we last planted them. Maybe a month or 2. More than 6 weeks. And this is the cucumbers. And we planted a couple seeds. As you see,
So
this stuff is not anything.
Those are peas.
Oh, these are peas. But this is just grass. It's growing in our yard.
Yep.
We don't want the grass.
Some carrots starting to come in back there.
Cool. And so these are the sweet potatoes, kind of memorize that. And these are the 2 tomato plants. We got little bars to them so they wouldn't fall over when they grow big. And this is the Bonnie Green Bell sweet peppers. These are the hot banana hybrid peppers. And we have right here, yes, right here is our blueberry plant. This one looks a bit more sad. This one, so we'll go with this one. So these are our, see those blueberries? They're much bigger than I remember they were. And this is also on property, so I'm going to use it. And if you look very close, we zoom in. Right here, there's tiny muscadine grapes right there. And if you want, and these are plants that were maybe cool and maybe more. These are fire pits. We're not talking about our fire because that's not plants. This is another plant we have. We didn't plant it, it just grows. Very sad in the beginning, but now it's beautiful. And this this is our weeping willow. We managed to save it from dying. And Daddy always wanted one of these. I'm very happy when this thing grows up. And you see those two trees over there? I'll tell you their names when we get there, but one can grow pretty big. At least it's one by the house. And I'll do that. And there's our hummingbirds. And I'll talk about all these plants later. So this is the sequoia tree. It's the biggest tree, I think, in North Carolina or the world. These are pretty big branches. I fell in love with it the first time I saw it. Yep, I fell in love. And this poor guy, again, I fell in love with it. Almost fell over. Same with that guy. This beautiful maple, which will soon produce delicious maple syrup, the one that you drink today, from this beautiful tree. And I can almost taste it, just staring at this tree. I can imagine it. And sometimes I like to call myself the tree whisperer because I talk to trees. I know, they can't respond, but I just like trees. These are beautiful flowers that died. These are all of them. There's some left. And here's our little patch. And this is the fig tree. And still producing little figs. Maybe I can find one over here.
Up here, there's one over here.
Oh yeah, here's a growing cute fig. It's very tiny at the beginning, but and so there's some flowers over here. And there used to be believe it or not, a frog nested it. A treehouse frog. Yes, a treehouse frog. Tree frog nested in this. And this looks like more muscadine grapes, or some sort of grapes to me. And maybe they're not. I think they're producing today. It doesn't look like it.
Well, that's pretty much it.
Sad news. We're planning to tear up this thing. And I have maybe one more thing to show you. Maybe the filmer doesn't even know about this. And then we'll maybe go back to the garden. Maybe talk about more of it. And over here, we think we're growing a little wheat farm. See, look at these little tiny seeds that think they're growing to be one of their own. They're pretty spiny. So, I'm not sure. Now, back to the garden. So, how many projects have you got today?
What?
How far are you into the garden?
This is my 7th seed since you left. Came right in time for me to start it. So I just poked in the shovel, the sharp shovel.
Yeah, let's remind you.
To get the hole started.
Yes.
And I push this in. It still doesn't want to go in, so I hit it in like this.
Yes.
And then, now that's deep enough, I pull that out. Now I take a seed.
Beautiful.
Make sure there's no holes.
They'll grow into one of these guys. Of course.
Pop that back in there. Chop that up. So that will loosen the soil.
These back here.
And then I spread it out and flatten it down.
Good job.
That's my 7th seed since you started the tour around the yard.
Okay, so I hope you might watch another nature video from Forest Explorer. That's my next one up. Bye.